Hi Scorpio, how's it going? I hope you're doing awesome today. Welcome to my channel. My name is Lynn and I'm going to be doing a general reading for you. This is going to be a 10-card Celtic cross spread with one overall energy message. I've already cleared the energy of the cards and shuffled and pulled 10 cards. Some of your cards came out reversed. It just means you're getting extra protection from Spirit. If any of your messages repeat, I'll try and catch that and let you know. I believe that Spirit really wants you to get the message when they repeat. Always check your sun, moon, rising signs in case you have messages over there. It's a general reading, so only take what resonates and leave the rest. And I just channel the messages. So unless I say I'm picking something up from my intuition, all these messages are from Spirit, okay? Just so you know. So, the overall energy of your reading is the Star card. But I'll do that at the end, okay? Your first card that came out is the Page of Wands. This card represents your current situation. This is either you, someone in your life, or a situation, male or female, in a general reading. Pages are messengers. So the Page of Wands is Aries, Sagittarius, Leo energy. The Page of Wands is someone who is finding their passion, they're determined, they're a free spirit, they're making new exciting plans. It's a card of discovery. Inspiration, being inspired. Inspiration comes out again in your reading. Someone who's very determined, has limitless potential. It's a card of new opportunities, excitement, freedom. Someone who's confident, intelligent, fearless. It's a card of someone who's a lot of fun, playful, active, optimistic, full of energy, okay? Energetic. And I think Spirit is starting out with this message because when we get into your reading, Spirit brings up a lack of fun, a lack of spark, a lack of action, a lack of hope, a lack of faith. So I think Spirit off the bat is just reminding you of how fearless you are and determined and an inspiration you are to other people. Very creative, intelligent, playful, cheerful, okay? The Page of Wands can represent a youngster or someone with a young personality, young energy, okay? Someone who's lively, creative, maybe a little bit restless or hyperactive, very warm. The Page of Wands represents new beginnings, again, inspiration, innovation, and expansion. The Page of Wands is telling you to make wise choices in the future because you will reap what you sow, okay? The Page of Wands might be bringing you a message, a positive message regarding your current project or situation. It usually references work, but it could be of a social nature. If this Page of Wands represents someone in your life, it could be a younger relative or a friend, an apprentice, a student, or an assistant. This Page of Wands is an enthusiastic adventurer and may be interested in international travel, foreign cultures, people, the arts, philosophic projects. So maybe your child. The Page of Wands could refer to like busy times. Okay. And again, receiving a message too, a positive message about someone might be coming to you with a positive message. It could be about travel. This page, this person can have creative restlessness, pent-up energy. Maybe they feel a little bit frustrated. They have a lot of passion and desire, but they're not quite sure how to put it to good use. This is someone on the verge of a discovery or a new phase of life. And the sooner that they're able to start this new phase, the happier they will be. Okay? And again, someone is going to bring you a message about a new job or career, travel, or something of a spiritual nature. And then your second card is the Ace of Wands, and it came out reversed. So the Ace of Wands reversed, this card represents what's crossing you or what's challenging you or your situation, or it could be what you're celebrating. The Ace of Wands reversed talks about confusion. Confusion comes out in your reading a few times. Confusion. Maybe you're confused about something. Creative blocks. Again, a lack of energy, a lack of passion, a lack of direction, a lack of fun, a lack of action, clouded joy it can represent. So that's maybe this is how you're feeling at this time, Scorpio. Okay? Ace of Wands reversed. Creative blocks. Maybe you're experiencing a creative block or a lack of energy, a lack of passion. Maybe you're feeling bored, confused. For some of you, an idea is emerging. A lack of direction. Being too intense. It could represent pregnancy issues, infertility. It could represent wasted talent or wasted potential. Remember, Spirit is saying you have so much potential. So much talent. The Ace of Wands reverse could suggest that your projects and ideas are experiencing creative stumbling blocks or delays. Things are not likely to get off the ground at this time. This card could also indicate or suggest an opportunity missed, or one that should probably be passed on at this time. Missed opportunities does come up in your reading again. Some of you are, this card could represent a lack of initiative, a lack of assertiveness, stopping something, a lack of growth, infertility, pregnancy issues. Things are missed opportunities, boredom, hesitancy, maybe the process of creating a new identity or the start of a new endeavor has not yet manifested. It's still in the planning stages. You may experience delays, or you might have to rethink your plans and make some adjustments. You know you have the potential to do something new, but you might hesitate because of lack of resources or a lack of confidence. And then your third card is the Moon card, Major Arcana. This card represents the basis of your situation or foundation, Pisces energy. The Moon is all about confusion again, secrets, fears, anxiety, feelings, deception, imagination, dreams, the unconscious, misconception. So your foundation message, this card is telling you to pay attention to your dreams, imagination. It's a card of insecurity, fear, illusion. Follow your intuition is the message with this card. Okay, really tune into your intuition is the message with this card. Spirit is saying, your intuition is guiding you in the right direction. Don't doubt your intuition, okay? The Moon represents hidden wisdom. A lack of clarity about something. Darkness. You're confused about something. But this card is telling you, as the moon cycles change over time, the truth will be revealed through intuition or your dreams. Okay? Some of you may be receiving psychic impressions, unexpected change in a situation or feelings. Maybe you've experienced an unexpected change in a situation or with your feelings. This card could represent a need for sleep. This card is telling you to rely on yourself. Be careful of mood swings and emotional changes. This card indicates there are some hidden issues, unspoken anxieties. You will get guidance through your dreams, Spirit is saying. Okay? Maybe put a dream journal beside your bed so when you wake up and right away you can make a note of it, okay? You should pay more attention to your inner self too. There's a message with this card. You need to nurture yourself. You need to care for your health, Scorpio. And for anybody who is artistic, the moon's presence may mark a time of increased imagination and creativity. Okay, pay more attention to your health. The moon can indicate deception, deceit, self-deception, confinement, and undoing, but these conditions are usually a result of ignoring your own inner promptings. If you get taken, especially emotionally, it's because you let your rational mind override your feelings. The moon is also recommending that you tie up loose ends connected to the past, especially to your mother or other females. You're becoming more aware of feelings and inner perceptions. You may also have psychic abilities. You're able to tune into other people's vibrations because you're connected to the energetic network around you. Really focus on your intuitive skills, Scorpio. And then your fourth card is the Ten of Wands. This card is talking about a lack of fun again, a lack of spontaneity, being taken for granted, overloaded, delays again, struggle, responsibility, burnout. Okay. Ten of Wands, be very careful about taking on too much responsibility, okay? Avoid neglecting physical limitations. If you don't set clear boundaries, Scorpio, you risk being overburdened. Too much pressure on you can lead to sickness. This card represents movement with responsibility, and it could also represent the burdens of ambition, being so ambitious, but ending up burning out because of it, okay? Ten of Wands, Sagittarius energy, hard work, delays again. It's telling you that rest and regeneration are needed. Keep going. The end is in sight. Lack of fun again. Resistance, feeling like you've lost your way, lost your focus. It could represent a lot of weight on your shoulders, being taken for granted, taking on too much. Burning out. It could also represent the attainment of your goals. You're taking up new responsibilities appropriate to the new cycle that's beginning now. These may seem burdensome, but you do have the strength and character to shoulder them. You feel you can do anything at this time, even an extremely difficult task. Your labor may have gone for naught, or you may be carrying burdens that really don't belong to you. You feel weary as if the whole world is on your shoulders. It's up to you to decide whether to continue carrying the heavy responsibilities you have undertaken, or if other people are shirking their part and should help out. Sometimes one member of a family or organization gets all the dirty work for the simple reason that they're willing to do it. Make sure others are doing their fair share and ask for help if you need it. Don't let pride stand in your way. This card is a victory. Okay? It represents a victory in a way. It signifies that you've achieved your goals, but it also indicates an ending. This phase of the project is over. You cannot continue on in this manner. It's just too much work. Now's the time for you to scale back on your workload, downsize the project, delegate tasks, hire more staff, ask for help. Do whatever is necessary for you to lighten your workload, is the message with this card. And then your immediate future card is the Nine of Wands. What's likely to happen very soon in your life? This card talks about persistence, perseverance, determination. You're very determined, Scorpio. Tenacity, resilience, being guarded. This is a test of your faith. You do have the courage to overcome. This card is telling you, Spirit is saying, I know you're exhausted. I know you're tired. You're at 9. You just got to get to 10. Whatever you do, do not give up now. Okay? Persevere. You're nearly there. Spirit knows your energy is drained. It's an ongoing battle. It represents the strength of will. Gather your strength. Fight your corner. You're being guarded. You're holding out. You're setting boundaries. But Spirit is saying, do not, whatever you do, give up now. Okay, you got all the way from 1 to 9. You just have to get to 10. Be flexible. Don't be rigid in your thinking, is what this card could represent. All that you've set out to achieve is just within your grasp. Okay? You do have that, you do have the inner strength to get you to the end. Okay? You do have it, Spirit saying, tap into that core of determination you have to make that final push. You have it. It's in there. Don't give up. 9s represent completion. The job is done. You've had the discipline and the ability to plan well and wisely. Your relationships are developing positively. You're moving forward with a sense of purpose and direction now. I really like that for you, Scorpio. I really like that. Moving forward. Because it said lack of direction earlier, but Spirit is saying you're moving forward with a sense of purpose and direction. And if there's still opposition, your skills, strength, and courage will prevail over all opponents. You've got this, Scorpio. This is your immediate future. It's a card of opposition, backbone, learning from the past, being tenacious, resilient, grit. Yeah, this card is about battle. And then your the outcome that you desire most in your situation is the Queen of Wands reversed. Now, this can be either you, someone in your life, or a situation, male or female, in a general reading. So this card is about low self-esteem again, low self-belief. It's telling you to have self-confidence in yourself, believe in yourself, okay? Respect yourself is what this card reverse is saying to you. The Queen of Wands reverse can represent someone who can be quite forceful if she's crossed, okay? Queen of Wands, the outcome that you desire most in your situation, Aries energy. Yeah. Someone crosses you, you might give them that Scorpio sting, right? If they push you too far. I'm a Scorpio too. I get it. The Queen of Wands reversed again. She's telling you to, she knows you're exhausted. This is someone who's exhausted, burnt out, someone who has fertility issues, is pushy, self-righteous, demanding, overbearing, a busybody, spiteful, malicious, deceitful, unfaithful, a troublemaker, manipulative, bully, someone who has low confidence, is insecure, selfish, jealous. Maybe you're having to deal with this person. She can represent a powerful woman who demands control over your affairs in return for her advice, support, and/or financial assistance. She wants to control social situations for her own advantage. This Queen of Wands can be a warning to be careful in any business deals with women. And she also advises you to avoid offending socially powerful people. Be aware of deception, greed, and jealousy too. This Queen of Wands reversed is someone given to melodrama, or someone who can be very bossy or controlling. And then your self-image, how you see yourself, is you got the Strength card reversed. This is Leo energy. So the Strength reverse is about self-doubt, low self-esteem, having low energy, a lack of confidence again, being forceful, insecure, feeling inadequate. Just take how it resonates and then ignore the rest. Okay, don't try to make it fit if it doesn't fit. So Spirit is saying that you need to really have faith in yourself, believe in yourself. You have a lot of inner strength. You don't realize how strong you are, maybe, Scorpio, or maybe you do. You just don't feel like you have the energy right now. But you have a lot of inner strength. Beware of letting your animal passions and instincts control you, and be careful of repressing or denying them altogether. Either extremes will cause problems for you. Okay. Low inner vulnerability, low self-esteem, feeling inadequate, a lack of confidence it can represent. This is how you see yourself, Scorpio. You have to have faith, have hope. You got the Star card for your overall energy message. Tap into that undeniable strength you have within you, for sure. This is a card of fear and weakness. Did you ask, Scorpio, why is what I'm trying to achieve, why isn't it happening? Why is it being delayed? Something you're trying to accomplish. Spirit is saying fear and weakness are barriers to your success, but your inner strength will help you overcome difficult situations. You will succeed if you overcome fear of failure. And for some of you, this card could indicate there's a fear of, for some of you, this card could represent someone who's not in control of their instincts and sexual desires. Ask your angels and guides to help you with that if that resonates. I feel that's an important message for you for sure. Definitely. Making a note of that for sure. Okay. Someone who's not in control of their instincts and sexual desires. And then your eighth card is the Ace of Swords, and it came out reversed. So extra protection from Spirit. This card is about injustice. You're experiencing injustice. It's a card of confusion again. Creative blocks again. It could represent clouded judgment, frustration, hostility, destruction, chaos. Hate, triumphing over love. Are you experiencing that at this time, Scorpio? Hate, triumphing over love. You may be struggling to maintain your sense of self as you figure out what to do in a difficult and potentially harmful situation. As a result, your inner instinctive nature is calling you to pay attention to your own needs instead of doing what others tell you. It may be a time of hardship, but you will eventually overcome the difficulties and come out on top. Others may think you're behaving foolishly and not following the standards set by society. But your basic instincts of survival say this is a time for expressing your individuality. I love that message, and I agree with it wholeheartedly. Okay. The Ace of Swords. Let's keep going. Let's keep talking about that. Clouded judgment. Feeling confused about something. Again, that's coming up. Confusion. Confusion comes up a few times in your reading. This card talks about an opportunity missed again. An opportunity was missed, or one that should probably be passed on again. Spirit is saying your environment or how others see you in your situation. A lack of assertiveness, making the wrong decision. Creative blocks again. There's clouded judgment, confusion, arguments, hostility. Beware of the double-edged nature of the sword. This card represents a painful truth or sharp cutting words. It's also suggesting that you let go of an idea. It's an extremely positive card. Again, it's just something's being delayed. What you've planned for on the spiritual plane may not manifest on on the physical plane as quickly as you had hoped. And this may be causing frustration and tension. Could be the fear that they were talking about earlier. Ace of Swords in your environment, or how others see you and your situation. Extra protection from Spirit. You're definitely going through a phase or a cycle of tension at this time. That's what this card represents. And then what you hope for and or fear the most in your situation. You have the Fool reversed. Again, this card is talking about a lack of fun. Does that resonate with you, Scorpio? Let me know. Have you lost your mojo? A lack of fun, a lack of hope, a lack of faith, being naive, gullible, reckless, being taken advantage of. The Fool reversed. Major Arcana card. What you hope for and or fear. The time for independent action may not be right. You know that saying, don't quit your day job? It may apply here. This is not to say that what you want to do is invalid, only that you must consider all of the pros and cons carefully. What are you planning on doing? Spirit is saying you have to be careful. You're not being naive, gullible, distracted. Be careful of making a foolish decision. You may be so focused on your future or your dreams that you're unaware of the danger signs right at your feet. Take some time to look around you, heeding signals that may help you make a wise choice. The Fool reversed. You could make a hasty decision or a connection that could end badly. Before you take the plunge, make sure you've done your homework. Pay attention to your gut instincts. Don't take unnecessary chances at this time. Okay? And then your future, if all is to remain as is, you got the Justice card. It came out reversed. Spirit's bringing up injustice again. Have you experienced some kind of injustice in your life, Scorpio? This is Libra energy. This is unfairness. There's a lack of accountability. Someone's avoiding accountability. There's karmic avoidance, dishonesty, injustice. You may be experiencing less than good fortune because of your decisions in the past, or you may be in the process of making an unjust decision, or one that's based on emotion rather than logic. It could also point to a legal situation not in your favor. Delays in legal matters, or there's unfairness in a situation. If you're the person in power, you may be unduly severe in meting out punishment. But if you're in the powerless position, you may be festering with resentment over being treated unfairly. Your equilibrium is out of whack. You may swing from one extreme to the other. Spirit is saying the antidote to this is to balance your own life and become less dependent on outside influences. Doesn't matter. This is your life. You do what's best for you, right? Become less dependent on outside influences. Stay on your path. Focus on your life and what's best for you, your family, right? Time to be a little bit selfish. I believe that. You know, if you're making unreasonable demands, excuse me, you may get less than you hope. This card is, again, talking about complications in legal matters, injustice, imbalance, and delays again. Major adjustments are needed to balance your life. This card could also represent a divorce or separation or a dissolution of partnerships. And then the overall energy of your reading is the Star card. The Star card is all about renewal, faith, healing. Again, Spirit is bringing up inspiration. It's the symbol of hope. It can signal the end of the struggles, the end of a struggle. A new and happier phase of life is coming now. It's a card of good luck. A gate has opened for you to new possibilities. This is a card of good fortune, creative inspiration, spiritual growth, help from unseen forces, and wishes coming true. It's a time of fulfillment. You're experiencing optimism and self-confidence. You feel good about yourself and your place in the universe. If you don't right now, you will be. This is your future card. Hope and inspiration. You've been preparing for this positive place. You're receiving assistance both from the invisible world as well as the material world. Good things are about to be manifested for you, Scorpio. Money, possessions, love, recognition, or assistance, because you're flowing with the energy of the universe. You trust life's processes and are setting new goals for the future. New opportunities in your career or relationships are opening. This card represents optimism, ascension to higher spiritual levels through emotional experiences. Again, it's hope, wisdom, adventure, travel, like the beginning of the reading, healing. You're a visionary. It's a card of imagination, inspiration. This is a great time for you to reflect on what is important to you. There is hope for your future, and healing is possible. You are now ready to both give and receive heavenly love. This is a card of divine inspiration. Some of you are able to telepathically communicate with different worlds. Yeah, people who are telepathic. So that is your reading, Scorpio. I hope you received some insight or guidance. If you did, if you could please like, share, subscribe, leave me a comment. I love to hear from you. If you've made a wish, the star card says it's coming true for sure. Or you can make a wish. If you've been going through some hard times, the star offers hope and guidance. As you emerge from troubled waters, you'll find clear signs directing your path. Now's the time for you to stop focusing on what has happened in the past and look instead to the future. The universe is offering you a refreshment. A transformation is at hand. You just need to reach out and take it. Even if the evidence of your senses indicates otherwise, focus only on the shining star. Focus only on the hope that is provided. Steer your actions by the light of the shining star, and you will soon be on solid ground. Thank you, Scorpio. Take good care. I'll see you next time. Bye.